Cowboy Nation, it's a wonderful feeling knowing that now we got Keanu Neal. Will he play weak side? Will he play as a strong safety? It does not matter. He understands the philosophy of what Dan Quinn is trying to bring to this table. And now, when we look at it, we still bringing in KZ. I feel what a lot of people are saying. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons defense was not a household name of a defense, but that was with their pieces, and now this would be with our pieces. Well, that's how we got to look at this thing. I'm looking at it like this. If we play the weak side linebacker and we still go into this draft looking for a strong safety, or if we're looking for a safety in general, if we even bring in another veteran guy like a Malik Hooker, you flip Donovan Wilson in as the strong safety, the options are more. And just like I said earlier today, hell, we can get all three of them, right? Shout out to Birdland. Shout out to Birdman for that. But all three of them, we can go get that. But we got to be responsible for this defense. We do. We got to be responsible for the defense, meaning that we got to make sure, or hold the defense accountable. That's a better way to say it. Hold the defense accountable, because I know for sure. I know this offense is going to harm. I know it. I know for sure that with this offense, we okay. I just got to look at the defense. Now, on the opposite side of the corner aspect, just hear me out, Cowboy Nation. I know you guys want to know, well, who will be the cornerback? Who will be that guy that can help us out in those fashions? Well, here's the situation. We got Jordan Lewis, Maurice Kennedy. Those are the two that we got right now. If Will Fuller, we got the likes of a Casey Hayward, we got the likes of a Richard Sherman. Maybe this particular free agent move, they looking around saying, man, I want to play with Keanu Neal. I want to play with Donovan Wilson. Oh, I want to play with a Diggs. All of those things count, all of them. But in order for this team to really see the bigger picture, they're going to have to figure this thing out. Now, the draft, oh, the beautiful draft, the land of unknown. We would never know what Surtain will be, the young kid, Caleb Farley, the Elijah kid, my dog J.C. Horn, or Shante Samuel Jr. We don't know. But one thing I can tell you, that we will have the ability and the possibilities and the chances to pick up those guys, to bring them over for a cup of coffee. Well, to draft them, basically, because the cup of coffee is only valid to the free agent guys. So the Cowboys, let me tell you something. This is a no-excuse business. And what I hope and what I pray that Dan Quinn, Joe Witt Jr., all of those boys that's on the defensive side of the ball looking at it like, man, we had our chances, right? We had our time over there in Atlanta land. We dropped the ball. Let's get back to that Super Bowl. Let's get back to the winning mindset. I had a caller on my show. We was on live, like on the Law Nation 2.0, and shout out to the Facebook group. Shout out to all of the HBO gang, as well as the SGs. Really appreciate y'all. And shout out to all of everybody, man, for sending stars to help grow this thing. I really appreciate you guys. Had a caller to really point out the fact that, hey, even that Dan Quinn lost the 2 Super Bowls he was on the team of, right? One with the Seattle Seahawks, but the second one, he had nothing to do with that one, right? All they had to do is put the ball in the belly of the beast, and that's Marshawn Lynch. Put the ball in beast mode hand and run it in for a touchdown. Storyline would have been different. Case in point, when they was up 28-3 against the Patriots, all they had to do was to get 1 first down, or all they had to do was to run the ball 2 to 3 times in that particular second half, and they win that Super Bowl. I'm not saying that Dan Quinn is unscathed of those issues there, but maybe, just maybe now, he can learn from those mistakes. And maybe, just maybe, even the guys that we have now, looking back, sitting there saying that, hey, they say this about the Cowboys, they say that about the Cowboys, but now we finna bring it. Now we finna showcase to the world that, man, we got some people that will lay the wood, baby. Oh, Donovan Wilson, he lays the wood, right? Neal, oh, he lays the wood. And all I want Neal to do, stay along that LOS. When it's time for him to blitz, get upfield, hit, if he's playing the weak side. This doesn't mean that, hey, all of the guys that's on this linebacking core, I don't know if Sean Lee will be back. I don't know. It could be a situation where he's gone. We know for sure with LVE, they talking about the fifth-year option. Y'all post that down in the comment box, whether or not the Cowboys should give the fifth-year option to Lee and company. Well, not Lee, but LVE. I keep getting those two names. Maybe it's the injury situation. Y'all can talk about that a little later. Or to Jalen Smith. What does this mean to them, right? What are the plans for Jalen Smith? Everything else I like. Everything else, I really can look at this defense and say, okay, in a pivotal situation, when we look at it, Cowboy Nation, if you need to manipulate the single high safety, bring him down inside, and then flip Neal back onto the outside or over to the edges there. You can do that now. And I'm not saying that Neal is a cover safety, but I can say that Neal at least can cover the tight end better than what we was doing last year with a Jalen Smith. I think that Neal hips out in space can cover a little bit better than Jalen. And there's nothing wrong with what Jalen can do. I'm not going to put this guy under the bus or in front of it. But now it just gives us more and more flexibility. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I like to sign it. You can put them up a little bit closer to the line. You can blitz a little bit more if they do decide to do that. And look at the other picks that we got to complement that. Now, I'm just waiting for that one tech. I'm waiting for that big dog outside of Antoine Woods. They need to really look into that. Shout out to my dog, Justin Hamilton. But I'm looking to replace everybody. That's just me, baby, on that front. Because you can't be historically bad, and especially giving up 300 to 400 yards almost. It felt like it, but it was 300 yards running the rock. You can't do that. So my thing is, maybe the Cowboys organization is looking at it in these fashions. They bring in Basham. They bring in Carlos. They brought in the Urban kid, the Brent Urban, the 6'7", 310 guy that can scrape the sky. They brought in all of these guys, right? Maybe they go young with the one tech. Maybe that's the situation. Maybe they go with J. Tuafile, the Tonga kid from BYU, or maybe the Tyler Shelvin, those big boys like that. Maybe they do that. And we'll be okay with this front from there, right? Because we're just looking for a guy to get a few plays in, right? Lean in on the opposing team. Allow Neal to run free. Allow this guy, Donovan Wilson, to run free. Or allow your linebackers, Jalen Smith and LVE, to run free. Keep those pad levels clean. Then we will be mean, Cowboy Nation. It's up to the Cowboys now. They have their responsibility. And of course, hold these guys accountable. Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. Shout out to Cowboys getting Neal. A 1-year deal for $5 million. I was jealous. I was jealous at first when I saw that Anthony Harris went to the Eagles over there for 1 year, $5 million. Now, I'm expecting that they signed this 1-year deal. They played a you-know-what off. And then that market open up is going to be even stronger. For everybody talking about cap space, the NFL just signed a $100 billion deal with Amazon and all of those TV networks. They got the money. The money finna be crazy. The contracts that you say today, or you see signed today, man, it's going to be like nothing tomorrow. And I'm talking about in reference to when they really get that revenue pouring in. I want to know your thoughts, Cowboy Nation. The movement should not stop here. Post me your thoughts down below, how you feel. Put your honest thoughts on Neal down below and how you guys feel about Malik Hooker and the KZ kid. Shout out to those who say, hey, he got flexibility that he can play at cornerback too. So that's another option to look at. In all of this process, I left out Reggie Robinson. maybe the Cowboys are going to do something with him. Let me know on all of those guys that I just mentioned. Post me your thoughts, post me your concern. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Let's go. We got Neal, baby. Oh, one thing I do know for sure, he won't be wearing 22. I want to know which number he will wear. 24 is available, right? We'll find out, Cowboy Nation. Salute. That's been my time. I really thank you guys for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute.